guys, Ian here. So I'm just going to do a short review of AEW Forbidden Door. I'll probably miss a lot of stuff, and I know you're thinking, hey, you did a really long video on matches, and I did, but I mean, I just generally don't have the time, and also I'm really late for this review anyway, so yeah, there you go. Also, I'm not on camera because I can't be bothered. So essentially, I had a great time watching it. The O2 is an amazing arena for wrestling, and it was an incredible show. Like, from top to bottom, just amazing show, great action, good laughs, good people, good fun, overpriced beer, because the O2 is a rat hole for that. It's disgraceful. $9.80 for a pint, it should be fucking ashamed of themselves. It's ridiculous. I mean, like, no one's saying that you should get a pint for it. I mean, ideally it'd be cheap, but, like, if you have to pay for it, fine. But that much, that's way too much. It's just ridiculous. What I would say is that one of my issues, and I find this watching AEW shows on PPV, is they're so mad that, like, 5 hours watching on TV is mind-blowing, and I usually have to stop and pause. In the arena, I think it actually works better, strangely. I know we had basically sat there from, like, 4:45, because the pre-show started at, like, 4:30. So I sat there from, or maybe it's 4 o'clock, I can't remember. So I sat there from 4:45, and the show ended about 10:15, so that's like 5.5 hours. But it didn't feel like 5.5 hours. In the arena, it just feels so much better. And I think partly that's because, like, you know you're going to take breaks, and there's no pause in it because it's live, so it's like I'll go out and get a drink and then come back. You have no idea what match you come back to, and half time matches were half over. Like, I was out during Mercedes match, the 4-way, because I'm not particularly big fan of Mercedes, but I came back and it was a really good match. Much better than the last time I saw her live, which was her versus Britt, which was a goddamn shit match. But I think that's a nice part about AEW shows is, like, if you see them live in the arena, most of the time they go all out, and even if it doesn't quite succeed, like, you get some really good stuff. Like, I knew it was going to be match of the night, Takeshita versus Takeshita versus not Takeshita, but Hiromu versus Fletcher, which was I can't say it's Takahashi, Hiromu Takahashi, that's it, sorry. I can never get his surname right. And I thought this match is going to be really, really, really good, and it was fucking great, but it started slow, and it was like, yeah, I'm digging this, but like, and then they picked up pace, and then it went up another pace, and it was just, I think that's the whole vibe all night long. Now, even the lesser matches, like the Ops versus the War Dogs, which is strange, because would have been one best match on the show, was still really, really, really good. Actually, no, probably the least match on the show was Cope and Christian versus Luke Key Switch and Kip Sabian. It wasn't bad. It was kind of a house show match, but it's worth it for Edge's entrance. Cope's entrance, sorry. I know he's not Edge anymore. Like, Cope's entrance was amazing live. I mean, it's mind-blowing how much better it is live. I mean, it's good on TV, but live is like, Jesus Christ. I know people at Lance Storm were like, hey, the chants, but, I mean, we're Brits. We love sports chants. We love stupid chants, like, insane Swerve's house in the middle of the street, or hey Christian, ooh, I want to know if you'll be my dad, which was amazing. And yeah, I think just the whole show, like, a Fiend vs. Tony Storm was great. I thought MJF vs. Hangman was unbelievable. I don't really like MJF's character on TV particularly. I don't think it's great, but he is one of the best big match workers in the business by far. So that's amazing. Sorry, I got Dynamite on in the background. I thought Lights Out match to end the show was really good, not as great as it could have been, because I don't know what's holding it back really, but like, maybe it was, I don't know, I almost feel like it would be better if they just went and made it blood and guts. Like 4-on-4, because I think the problem with these matches, I know New Japan kind of mitigates it with how crazy chaotic they were, but I think the slow working in of people into the ring would let people have a bit more time to shine, because it got a bit bizarrely chaotic, and it was good, don't get me wrong, it's really good, but there were bits like, oh shit, Darby's handcuffed to Moxley, where it's sort of like, I don't know where that happened. I thought the spot where Moxley stabbed Darby near the fork was unbelievably violent, And actually find out later on that Darby actually got cut by accident and they worked out the match was even better. But man, that got such a huge reaction. And I think shows that John Moxley is actually really underrated because able to improvise to that level and go like, hey, I'm responsible for this, playing off the fact that people do think he's a bit of bloodthirsty deathmatch guy, was really cool. Well, matches I like. I thought Ricochet really stood out. I've never been the biggest fan of him, to be honest, but like he was in that pre-show match, his selling was unbelievable. And hitting on this thing with like people hating him because he's bold is such a ridiculous gimmick. It's so good. Match of the night wise, I'd have to go with MJF versus Hangman. Although I really liked the tag match. I know some people didn't. They were like, and there's a bit of confusion again for those three guys who stormed the ring to get rid of the Hurt Syndicate. But one, the Hurt Syndicate are really frigging over, and two, I don't think people. I think people want F1 AEW to have that work rate mentality and take losses, but I think when you're a team like Hurt Syndicate, I mean, yeah, you can go like, oh man, there's that elimination thing, which wasn't an elimination thing in the end, and it's kind of a cop-out, but at the same time, it's sort of like, they're a really, really good big guy tag team, and you should be protecting them, because Lashley in particular is a goddamn star, and he definitely should be moving up the card. But I can see why people have been annoyed, especially, like I said, for the elimination thing, which wasn't actually an elimination thing. So yeah, overall I'd say it's an amazing show. Like, just such a great time. The only thing that could make better is, I still really want to see Minoru Suzuki. I feel like New Japan involvement was less than it should have been. But at the same time, it's like, would MJF vs. Hangman have been better with a New Japan guy thrown in the ring randomly? And it's like, no. It's like they had an amazing match and it worked. And the idea, they're going forward into the WWE thing where maybe it'd be better, instead of having like 19 indoor matches, maybe it's better having one or two big ones. Although I would say Tanahashi added nothing to the main event, which was disappointing, but he has just worked G1 Climax, so there you go. I would say the other thing I'll say is that I really enjoyed Nigel versus Zack Jr. It's a really good match, but a bit like his match with Bryan Danielson from last year, Nigel can't go like Houston. Obviously, he's 20 years older and he hasn't wrestled much because of various reasons, but it's still like you watch these matches because you want to see those matches replicating. It cannot be done. It's a bit like when Kenny and Okada had their match in AEW, and it was very, very, very good, but it could not match up to what it should have been. And it's a case of maybe you shouldn't have run it back, but it is what it is. So all in all, amazing show. I think AEW is definitely a promotion you need to see live, because they are excellent live. They're really, really frigging good live, and I can't wait to see them again. So yeah, there's my Forbidden Door review. Hopefully I'll be doing more AEW coverage as I go. Exactly what that'll be, I don't know. Definitely try and do PPVs and news and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll be doing Dynamite. We'll see. Anyway, if you get a chance, definitely catch Forbidden Door if you haven't seen it. And if you find AEW's in your cellar, go see them. They're great.